Hello, this is Priscilla, the voice of C. Speak Excellent English. This is a story written by Adnan Murtaza, narrated by Priscilla, the voice of C. Speak Excellent English. I want to love you forever. The gift of 1,000 pieces of folded paper cranes were presented to a girl as a gesture of affection from a young guy that was very much in love with her. The young man was considered a small fry in his company, with a less than bright future. The young girl was quite happy with him for a very long time, until the day she announced she was going to Paris and would never return. She told him of her dreams and aspirations and was not able to visualize how her dreams could come true if he remained with his company and the current position. Regrettably, they agreed to follow a separate path. Heartbroken, the guy grieved the loss of his friend, and for a short period of time, his lack of confidence created problems for him in his lackluster job. He was soon jolted out of his state of depression when his boss announced he might have to let him go if he could not motivate himself to concentrate on his work. This was just the shot in the arm needed to boost his confidence. He worked even harder than ever before to focus and pay attention to minor details in his current position. He put pressure on himself by staying awake at night and studying a lot about how to become an awesome employee. Finally, the hard work paid off with the help of his friends. He was able to communicate in an authoritative manner to his boss and presented ideas to help the company become more profitable. His boss was so impressed with the presentations he was able to consistently make that he was offered to head their new operation. One day, as he was approaching the door to the new company he was managing, he saw an elderly couple sharing an umbrella in the rain approaching his direction. Even with the umbrella, they were drenched as they reached the door. As he peered under the edge of the umbrella, he realized these were the parents of his girlfriend. With the heart of emotion about to overpower him, he slowly opened the door to the store, forcing them to stop and acknowledge him. He so desperately wanted them to experience his success in his dress, mannerism, and the holder of the keys to the luxurious building he was about to enter. He wanted them to know that he had made it. Upon closer inspection, what he saw left him with mixed emotions. The man was blind, and the woman was leading him as he held onto her arm. In that same instant, he said, "Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Clarkson. I'm Jackson, a friend of your daughter." Miss Jackson smiled and said, "Yes, we remember you, Jackson. You were the love of our daughter, Jenny." "So, how is Jenny?" I asked. "Has she returned from France?" Miss Jackson wiped a warm tear from her cheek and said, "Jackson, I'm so sorry. For 6 months, Jenny suffered courageously with cancer. She made us promise not to tell you how sick she was. She felt her illness would prevent you from becoming all that she knew you were capable of doing and becoming." The father piped up and said, "I can't see in my old age, but I can smell the fragrance of a good cigar and nice cologne. You must be doing quite well, just as our little Jenny believed you would do. We have watched your growth for 2 years now, Jackson, and Jenny asked us to deliver this letter to you if you had not married 2 years after her death. Today is the 2nd year of her death." Mr. Jackson fumbled to remove an envelope from his coat pocket and handed it to Jackson. The note in the envelope read, Jackson, with all my heart, I have always loved you. If you are reading this letter, it must mean that I am dead and you are still single. I want you to know I never left for France and I never wanted to leave you. I knew you would make it someday, but I didn't want to be an obstacle. The 1,000 cranes you gave me in life are enshrined as a part of my headstone and as a reminder that everyone should have some wind beneath their wings. Please visit my grave and take the cranes, and let me now serve in some small way as the wind beneath your wings. Moral: once you have loved, you will always love. For what's in your mind may escape, but what's in your heart will remain forever. Jackson just wept. The worst way to miss someone is sit in their presence and not know of their agony and pain and the thought of one day you can't have them or see them again. Thank you for listening. This is Priscilla, the voice of C. Speak excellent English.